Summary: Zach and Tori's children impacted by the crew of Little People, Big World, leading to their decision to leave the show. Zach's nearly two-decade reality TV career was not always his choice, now focusing on family and privacy. The drama and narratives surrounding the Roloff family on the show caused Zach and Tori to want to step away. Little People, Big World star Zach Roloff and his wife, Tori Roloff, have announced they'll be leaving the series, which has led many viewers to wonder why they're parting ways with the show. Zach, who has been a part of the Little People, Big World cast since the series' debut, and his wife Tori have spent the last several years building their family while battling health issues and dealing with difficulty within their extended family. Zach is the last of the Roloff siblings on the series, with their parents, Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff, who have been divorced since 2016. Zach's siblings, his twin Jeremy Roloff, Jacob Roloff, and Molly Roloff, have all separated from Little People, Big World over the years. While some of the siblings simply left the spotlight entirely, others like Jeremy and his wife Audrey Roloff have simply separated from the series but maintained their own presence on social media. For Zach, who is estranged from his twin brother, making the decision to leave the series he's been starring in with his family for nearly 20 years was a difficult one. Zach and Tori didn't make their decision lightly and have spoken out about what's next. Related 20 Best Reality TV Shows right now. Television is being impacted by the ongoing entertainment industry strikes, leaving many turning to reality TV. What are the best shows right now? Zach Tori's family is being affected by the crew. Although Zach and Tori's 3 children have been used to the crew of Little People, Big World in their lives, the couple shared on their podcast Raising Heights that the show was starting to become too much for their family. Sharing that their children were beginning to become very aware of the cameras, Zach and Tori explained that they weren't comfortable with how it was impacting their lives. The Roloff kids, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah, have all been heavily involved in Little People, Big World in the last several seasons, even in the most difficult moments of their young lives. Zach and Tori explained on Raising Heights that their son Jackson, who is 7 years old, has expressed the most issue with the crew of Little People, Big World being in their lives. Dealing with dwarfism has required some major patience and faith in medical professionals for the Roloffs, and with all 3 of their children having been diagnosed, Zach and Tori shared that Jackson was beginning to feel uncomfortable with the crew being at his medical appointments. The couple shared that Jackson speaking up about his feelings led them to reevaluate what exactly they felt comfortable with, as well. Zach has been on reality TV for nearly 2 decades. Little People, Big World has been on the air for nearly 2 decades, and though Zach's family has signed up to be on the series for such a long stretch of time, it's clear that it wasn't their intention to do so initially. When Little People, Big World began, it wasn't clear if the series would be a hit. The show itself has become one of the biggest on its network, but the family were signing up to share more about their lives, not to put their drama front and center. While Zach has been on reality TV for nearly 20 years of his life, it hasn't always been his decision to stay there. Now that he has a family of his own, it's clear that Zach has other priorities that are pushing him away from being so tremendously public about his life. Zach and Tori shared that they're hopeful they can fade into the background a bit after leaving Little People, Big World so that their kids can grow up with the same sense of anonymity they did. Zach's medical issues make things tough enough. Zach shared that he's been dealing with some newfound medical issues, which have made it tough to film the series. While Zach has had medical problems throughout the run of Little People, Big World simply due to his dwarfism, there have been other issues he's been facing in the last several years that have made it tough for him to focus on more than his health and his kids. With Little People, Big World Season 25 delving into Zach's health issues, it may become more clear as to why he's taking time away from the show as the season continues. Zach and Tori haven't been happy with the show's narrative close throughout their time on Little People, Big World. The Roloff family's issues have been blown out of proportion and made into larger-than-life problems. According to Zach and Tori, part of their reason for wanting to leave the series has to do with the fact that they're tired of dealing with the drama that comes from being part of the show. For years, the narrative surrounding the Roloff family has had to do with their farm, which was originally owned by Matt and Amy. After their split, the drama of who would be getting the farm turned into a family affair, turning into countless arguments. The Roloffs have been subjected to every angle possible of who will be getting the farm, when, and why. Though the farm is a big deal, Zach and Tori explained that they're tired of the narrative the show has laid out. They shared that while the production of the series has been holding onto the farm story, the family has been more communicative about what's been happening. Zach and Tori feel that separating themselves from the farm drama will be what's best for their family in improving their relationships with Matt, Amy, and everyone else. Will Little People, Big World end with Zach's departure? Though Little People, Big World Season 25 will feature Zach, Tori, and their children, their decision to leave the series after this season will impact the show tremendously. While it's not confirmed if the series will be ending after Zach and Tori's departure, it's very likely that the series won't continue. Without Zach and Tori, the only remaining cast members would be Amy and Matt, who are not deeply entrenched in each other's lives anymore. Little People, Big World will likely come to an end after Zach and Tori leave the show, marking a bittersweet finale to the series. Source: Raising Heights.